Welcome to another Polkadot tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to explain how you can create and award a child bounty. This specific tutorial is meant to be for curators and not for people that are proposing a bounty. Here we are on the Polkadot.js user interface. We are currently connected to the Kusama relay chain. In this specific video, we will work with the TechEd bounty test tutorial, a bounty that has been created. The ID is 24. And if we go under referenda, we also created two referenda. One is to approve the bounty. This referendum, if it is approved, it will change the status of the bounty from proposed to funded. Then we have this additional referendum that is to propose the curator. And if this passes, will change the status of the bounty from funded to active. Once the bounty is active, funds that are allocated for this bounty can be accessed. The way to award these funds to the proposer of the bounty is through child bounties. These are basically sub-bounties that will use the full amount or part of the amount of the bounty. The amount of bounty 24 was 1 KSM. This means that the child bounties will be able to access maximum 1 KSM. And usually smaller child bounties are awarded, and this is based on the completion of tasks within the main bounty. We can access more information about the curator that has been proposed. Here we can go under Polka assembly and we can click on on-chain information, and we can see here the type of bounties, a small tipper, and basically down here we can see the curator, and the curator here is Alice. So we can go and see the Alice account, which is this one here. In this specific tutorial, Alice is just a single account, but usually curator are multi-signature accounts. So how we can create and award a child bounty? We go to the extrinsic tab, and we need to use the account of the curator. In this video, I will create a batch call, which means that is a transaction that contains multiple transactions that will be executed at the same time. But note that the transaction in this batch call can be executed singularly, and this is based on the mode that is decided by the curator of the specific bounty. So in here, in order to create the batch call, we need to select the utility palette. Then we select batch all. And in here, we will create 4 different transactions. In the first call, we select the palette child bounty. Then we select the function add child bounty. We need to specify the parent bounty ID. In our case, is the number 24. Then the value of the child bounty. In this case, it must be equal or below 1 KSM. And note that here the balance must be specified in Planck units. So you need to multiply by 10 to the power of 10 for Polkadot and 10 to the power of 12 for Kusama. So in this case, we can select 0.1 KSM. We can add some description if we want to, and this must be in bytecode. In the next call, we need to propose a curator. We select again the child bounties palette. Then we select propose curator. The parent bounty ID is again 24. In order to know the child bounty ID in advance, because we are doing a batch call, we need to go to Polkadot.js, then governance, bounties, and we can see here the number of children, and this number here is the number that we need to put for the child bounty. So we go back and we put 117. The curator is Alice, and we can specify the fee in case M for Alice. Note that the curator account must be the same account that will be signing this transaction. Alice is the same account that we have here, and this is fine. Otherwise, the transaction will fail. In the next call, we will approve the child bounty curator. So we select again the child bounty palette. Then we leave here as it is, accept curator. The parent bounty ID is 24. The child bounty ID is 117. And the fourth and final call will be to award the bounty. We select the child bounty palette and we select the function award child bounty. We select again the parent bounty ID and the child bounty ID, and finally the beneficiary of this child bounty. We still didn't add the description here in bytes, so in this example I will just add this, and in here we can see now we can submit the transaction. But before submitting the transaction, because most of the curator are multi-signature accounts, we will need to copy both the encoded call data and the encoded call hash, because this information will be needed for the multi-signature account in order to have the approval of the other signatories. Alright, I hope you learned something today about how to create and award child bounties. Thank you for watching, and I see you in another video.